Accepting change. I've always hated change. Every wretched thing about it. The way it conceals itself in the shadows like some ruthless predator, waiting for just the right time to pounce. Or how it mixes you up, rearranging little precious pieces of your life like the creator of some twisted mosaic. This may seem a bit dramatic to some people, but for me, change has always been a major issue. Each new school, new neighborhood, or set of new friends can send me into a nervous breakdown. But despite all the trouble change causes for me, I would never wish it away. Change is difficult, but being stuck in an unchanging, perpetual world would be much, much worse. Think of how uninteresting that life would be. That's why I believe in accepting change. One time in my life, in particular, stands out in my mind when thinking about the effects of change. My 8th grade graduation. All throughout grade school and junior high, I had been involved in an accelerated program called REACH. REACH consisted of a group of children working 2 grade levels ahead of the normal curriculum. Of course, since our learning needs were different from that of the rest of the school, we were isolated from them in every way possible. We had separate teachers, separate classrooms, and we traveled with the same spunky group of kids from class to class. Being with your REACH class was the greatest experience. Like hanging out with a supersized second family, minus all the bickering and the nagging. But before I knew it, change came to visit me again, this time dropping me off in the most horrific place yet, high school. Upon my arrival, I realized how unprepared I truly was. REACH was brilliant when it came to academics, but it had a huge gaping flaw. Being in such a closed environment, filled with all of my friends, had left me ill-equipped for the real world, where you have to take action to make things happen. Here we come to my point. Without change, how can you succeed? Sure, if someone chooses to keep their life the same, they'd never become uncomfortable. But they'd have to live knowing that they could have achieved something more. People are like flowers. Those that never seek out water or sunlight with their roots remain as seeds, their potential still untapped. But those who pursue new things and accept the change occurring within them will pop out of the cold ground and reach towards the sky, taking a place in the garden of life. You can't have success without change under any circumstances. You can't find work by staying at home. And you can't make friends by keeping to yourself. Change can be a pain, but if you want to enjoy yourself, it's a necessity. People always say that life gets worse before it can get better, and when dealing with change, that's certainly the truth. As for me and my REACH problem, it turned out pretty well. The sharp contrast between my shut-off elementary school sanctuary and high school has made going into 9th grade a difficult adjustment, but eventually it paid off. Thanks to that heartbreaking change, I'm maturing and learning valuable concepts in my classes and in everyday life that I know I'll be able to carry with me wherever change decides to drop me off next. And slowly but surely, I'm beginning to grow closer to a truly beautiful part of life that has always been my absolute worst enemy.